Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Good morning to all the people of the world. This is your boy Jehoshaphat with my topic for today. And your boy had to do a little bit of my own research just to be on point, because I want you to hit every key fact that we're going to talk about. I only got like 5 minutes, so I got to be real quick. 6 Confederate veterans formed the KKK in Tennessee, December 24th, 1865. So we know down south, that's where it was formed at. And they've been around since 1865. From what they taught me about the freeing of my people, they didn't, out here in California, they told us in school, they didn't release the slaves until 1880. So yeah, as long as we've been free, they still been a group. The KKK grew from a secret society, fraternity, to a military force based on the reviving of the federal government. Slave Patrol. General Nathan Bedford Forrest was the first Grand Wizard in 1869. He unsuccessfully tried to disband it after he grew critical to the Klan's excessive violence. So even they first commander-in-chief. Now, with all the terror that they putting out there and they was doing at that time, even the person that they elected as their official, even him in 1869 tried to disband the KKK. The KKK engaged in terrorist raids against African Americans and white Republicans at night, employed imitation, destruction of property, assault, and murder to achieve its aim and influence the upcoming elections. So they riding around, even though all these black folks is free, they still got to be put in check. And black people are not the only one getting murdered by the Klan. Other white Republicans was murdered as well. That's why I say, if you white and you not racist, you need to stand up with us. You know what I'm saying? You need to stand up with us, because they already don't like you. And if they was killing you in 1865, guess what? Ain't nothing changed. In a few South states, Republican organized military units to break up the Klan. In 1871, the KKK Act passed. Congress authorized President Ulysses S. Grant to use military force to suppress the KKK. The act resulted in 9 southern states being placed under martial law and thousands of arrests. So throughout the history, our government has been fighting against the Klan. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, trying to disband them, trying to get them to stop. But listen to this right here. Following the Civil War, the Klan emerged to suppress and victimize newly freed slaves. In 1882, the U.S. Supreme Court declared that the KKK Act it was unconstitutional, but by that time, Reconstruction had ended and the KKK had faded away. Then, okay, that's the turn of the century, okay? Why is they still here? In the 20th century, witnessed 2 revivals of the Klan. One in response to immigration. So they were mad at immigrants coming to the country in the 1910 and 1920. Another in response to the African American civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. Okay. Now, you had Brother Martin out there, you had Malcolm out there, you had all our brothers and sisters fighting for their civil right, and the Klan was out there doing all that murder, all that victimization and hurting our people. You know what I'm saying? On top of what the government was doing. Okay, well, let me point out some of the groups that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, they don't like no Catholics. They don't like no Jews. They definitely don't like no black people, and they don't like organized labor. You know what I'm saying? In the 1950s, who was the organized labor? You know what I'm saying? You come up to that conclusion yourself. The civil rights movement of the 1960s also saw church bombings, black school bombings, and violence against black and white activities in the South. So just because you a white person does not mean that they like you. Listen to what I did on my research. The civil rights movement of the 1960s also saw church bombings. Man, they burning down our churches now. They're still burning down. It's 2016. We still get church burnings. Black school bombings. We integrated right now. All we got to worry about is mass shooters and people shooting up schools. So I don't think we have to worry about that. But listen, and the violence against blacks and white activities in the South. So anytime black and white tried to come together, they did not like that. You know what I'm saying? And they committed violent acts against us. Now, I wanted to hit y'all with this today to clarify what I said yesterday. Now, if I didn't have this on my mind with these people, you know what I'm saying? Because as I look at the Klan, I see them as somebody who's been plaguing my people before they was even free. Before this was America, they've been, what is it? They was on a slave patrol. You know what I'm saying? They was keeping the slaves in check, chasing down the slaves, you know what I'm saying? Hunting the slaves, doing horrible things to them. But we as black people, we're not the only ones terrorized by the Klan. Remember what I said. They don't like Catholics. They don't like Jews. They don't like blacks. They don't like organized labor workers, whoever that might be. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like white Republicans. You know what I'm saying? They don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Because they have killed them along with us throughout history. And everything is written down. It's all in your history books. You can't step away from the truth. Now, if I didn't have this to be sitting here stressing or worrying about, you know what I'm saying, and then all of the activity, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's 2016. And you heard some of the stories that I have told you about things that happened to me in my life. But if these people weren't racist, they would have never done what they did. And by it being a hate crime and you would get more time and more years just for doing something to a black person, that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? If somebody told me that I would get extra time for messing with this one person because of their race, that I would get an extensive more time, I would just leave that person alone. But what I'm telling y'all through stories of my life, even though you have that out there and they know that it will be considered as a hate crime, they don't care. So I ask all of you, white Republicans, black people, Jews, and Catholics, please protect yourself. Protect your family. This is your boy Jehoshaphat with my thoughts for today. Peace and blessings to the people of the world.
Yeah, I can